So the last missions, the most advanced missions of the Hell area. Again, if you haven't done mission mode, I definitely recommend doing it. Doing it at your own pace. Like there's a lot of information. It might like overwhelm you a little bit, but it does actually teach you when you have questions, like both stuff about fighting games and stuff about this game. So I'm just gonna kind of hop right into it. So just like the other missions, the matchup missions, I'm going to be adding some of my own commentary. Move compatibility. Try winning against the opponent's move is 6p. Most characters, I said 6p by instinct, but most characters 4p avoids high hitting moves while attacking. Yes, sir. This is the invincibility on 6ps that some people actually thought was a glitch. They're like, why does it work this way? But it's actually always worked this way in Guilty Gear. Not only like it kind of varies by the character. So like Souls is less of an anti-air. I'm a bum. Souls is less of an anti-air and more of a ground poke. The return is pretty good if you hit it. Where like characters like Milia and Kai, they have like Ram, they have like good anti-air, Potemkin as well. You can use it for anti-air. You can use it to go through projectiles. You can use it to get out of pressure. Like there's some characters, their pressure, you can use 6p to beat multiple options of their special cancel options, so just keep that in mind. They only talk about 6p, but also, by the way, and especially for melee players, you might want to learn about your character's special properties on moves in general, because if a matchup seems really hard, you might actually have a weird answer in a move that has like a special property. So like for example, what I said before with Kai, against Kai, S-Disc is really good against Kai because Milia, she just beats glow starting from like frame 9. So even though Kai normally beats all my buttons, if I use S-Disc, then I can force him to jump because I will whip punish all this stuff. If he does lows, I just beat it. He has to really commit to beat that move. So just keep that in mind, my friends. So this I actually talked about in a video, how to do the drift. It's a pretty important thing for RCs because you might get combos you don't normally get if you drift a different way. You might be able to do like different mix-ups. You have different opportunities depending on where you're going. The way I do this, by the way, is I use a dash button. So I do like / forward plus the dash button, piano into RC, and then that's how I get it. Right, so I'll do it a couple more times. Lol, how? There you go. You gotta remember too, the reason why this is extra important is because the slowdown has a area of effect in this game. It doesn't cover the whole screen like in Xrd, so getting this down will help a lot. I recommend using the macro 100%. Cancel the Roman cancel. This is fast RC. If you've been watching me play, I use it quite a bit. I use it quite a bit for Milia, for mix-up stuff. I've seen other people use it for like combos. The shockwave of the RC has scaling on it, so making sure that you use fast RC sometimes will make it so that you will do more damage than you would if you just RC normally in some spot. There we go. Okay, yeah, we got the timing now. It's a little awkward to do, but once you get it, and once you get it with your character, it's pretty intuitive, I feel like. There it is. Right on. Oh, the game told me that I rock. That's kind of sick. If you don't know where to use it right now, it's okay. Watch people who play your character and see where they use it, and then just try to do what they do until you start figuring out your own uses for fast RC. Counter hit confirm. Land a 6S on opponent and connect the bandit bringer only when you land that counter. This is really big. This is a really big one. Being able to hit confirm like this is such a big deal. And the game makes it easier for you because there's slowdown. You can practice it in training mode by setting the counter hit to random. And I 100% recommend you doing this. The slowdown makes this so much easier than any other fighting game, so I believe in you guys. Not only is there a slowdown, but as we all know, there's a massive counter hit that happens sometimes. Like the stronger the level of the counter hit, the bigger the counter hit is, and the game says counter. So like they really try to let you know that you got a counter hit. Sliding special move. So this is the concept of dashing to make your special move go further than it would normally. In some fighting games, you need this to do combos. I wonder what they're gonna show. Oh, what? Override to start out with 6k. No, this is Kara. This is not. Wait a minute. All right. Okay. So I thought it was gonna be about something else. This is actually the Kara one, but they called it sliding special move, which is weird. So by the way, they lied to you because I thought this was gonna be about like doing like 2 3 6 6, like doing like dashing special moves. But instead it's this Kara thing. So if you play Dragon Ball, you know about this. If you are new to fighting games, you don't know about this. So the idea is that for slower normals that travel, before the attack actually starts, you can cancel it into something else. So because of that, in this example of Potemkin, you can throw from farther than he should be able to because you're using a move that advances that's slow and canceling it. Right, so... Okay. I'm a Potemkin player now. By the way, you have to do this really fucking fast. For the people who are watching this on YouTube, it took me a little while to get this. I'm not gonna lie. I'll keep it a buck. Warida. Shut up, Potemkin. Come on, man. What do you mean? You think you're good for doing that? My man called named the grab after himself. So the way you input this is that you do the input for Potemkin Buster, but you press kick first and then immediately press punch as fast as possible. So application of Roman cancels. Oh, they want you to do a fast RC combo. Let me do this with Milia, please. There we go. I feel like this is a guessing game of what side he's gonna be on. I did the wrong move. It's not actually a hard combo. It's just like I don't know what side I'm gonna be on. There you go. Yeah, not a necessarily difficult combo, but if you can get this down, you can do it in a bunch of spots. Go to Super Freeze Counter. Counter Kai's overdrive move with an invulnerable move of your own after the Super Freeze. The trick is to complete your input right before the Super Freeze ends. Okay, so a big thing about this game compared to previous Guilty Gears is it's called the Super Flash. So what's going to happen here, I'm going to play a sample so I can explain it. So he's going to do Super, and then I'm going to do my DP, right? Now, in older Guilty Gears, there were some supers that had, you need a little bit of frame knowledge for this, but when this happens, when this activates, right? So there's an animation like this, and then he comes. So the way we describe it is that there's the startup, right? And then whatever it is, so let's make up a number, like 5, right? 5 frames before the movie happens. We call this the Super Flash. And then plus however long after the Super Flash that the move happens. So actually in old Guilty Gears, a lot of moves are like number plus 0, which means you can't do shit after the Super Flash happens. But in this game, actually a lot of supers have periods where the opposing character can do something after the super happens. So really keep that in mind, especially if you're having problems with supers. Dealing with people's supers, both either like when people use them as reversals or when people do them in neutral, like Eno, for example. So they could have actually done this with Eno, right? They could have done this exact thing with Eno. Pro gamer, by the way. Mashing. I'm mashing. There's no other way to do it. Yeah, baby. Pro gamer, baby. Just mashing it up. Just mashing it out. Fuck it. I had to master it because I don't play a character with DP, so my DP timing is fucking trash. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I'm gonna keep it a buck. Oh, what is this mission? They let me pick a character that I play. Instant block. Okay, so this is actually kind of a controversial mechanic, the change they made to this, because it doesn't change frame data anymore. It makes it so that the opponent doesn't get pushed back. So you'll have punishes that you won't normally have access to if you can do it. Now the downside is the window is extremely tight. It's like 2 frames, I believe, to be honest. Pain.
You can do better.
You can do better? Bro, this motherfucker be talking shit. Okay, we gotta hit them early, so I have a room to mess up. Fuck. Oh my god, I'm about to do this again. Dude, am I really always gonna do it like this? Bro. Dude, this is a casino challenge on some real shit. Let's fucking go. Good job. Good job, me. So, the main thing I'm gonna add is like, the reason why it's like this is, you know, a lot of stuff in this game is minus and the gatherings are more restricted. So we got now bigger delay cancels to make up for it, and this is pretty tight. So actually in older Guilty Gear games, the person who does the instant block has 2 frames less block stun, but if it was like that in this game, it'll actually be pretty rough. So it's kind of tough to do. Most characters have like 1 move that if you instant block it, you get like a fat punish to kind of like something you can aim for. Also, instant block is not too committal too, because all you're doing is like letting go of your pad or stick for a second and then tapping back. So if you're new, I wouldn't really think about this too much, but if you're looking for little ways of improving yourself versus other characters, this is definitely a thing you can try to do. Punish the blue Psych Burst. So this is about baiting the opponent's blue burst by landing an attack and attacking them after. When you read your opponent's burst, or if your combo is just burst safe, having your punishes down here is really good. Really good. Okay. Really important one. Not only that, like, because you block their burst speed is going to be empty. You have a really huge advantage if you block a burst. They also mentioned moves that you can't burst, right? So there are things like throw that you can't burst, wall splats you can't burst, supers you can't burst, and then certain like hit moves also you can't burst. So just keep that in mind when you're building your combos and stuff. So this is actually new to Strive, this one, punishing the gold burst. So normally in almost every fucking Arxis game, the equivalent of this offensive burst is never fucking punishable. So in Dragon Ball, the only way you can punish sparking is like you have to either read them with invincible frames, you have to like just space yourself out. It's really hard to, you can't punish sparking by blocking, right? In old Guilty Gears, the gold burst is generally plus. The only thing you can do in Exert is basically blitz it or do something invincible or like throw it. This is the first time I've played an Arxis game where the offensive burst, that's what gold burst is punishable straight up. She can do sweep? I don't think it's that minus. Oh. Unfortunately, not every character gets a fat punish. Amelia actually is not that great at punishing gold burst. I'm gonna keep it a buck. It's definitely one of the actual sad things about her is that she's not good at. Oh shit! As you can see, she's not good at punishing it. Her force slash is 10 frames. My guess is like gold burst like -10 or -11 or something. I mean, we take those. Next one is a pretty important one. This is they called it fuzzy guard. I'm actually trying to stop use this term fuzzy guard. This is I made a video about the term fuzzy, both defensive and offensive fuzzies. This is the defensive fuzzy guard. I actually like calling this option select guard instead. So the concept here is that if the mix-up of a high and a low don't hit at the same time, then you can block both by blocking high, switching low, or blocking low, switching high, etc. So Leo is gonna try to mix me, and he did successfully. My fuzzy's fast. Oh, whoops. What's funny about my timing? So timing is really important with this. By the way, this is actually a pretty complex topic. I'm gonna do the mission. I'm gonna add some info. Okay. Oh, okay. I see where it is. There it is. Right on. I missed it, really? That's okay. Okay, I want to see what they say. Once you are used to switching from a crouching block to a standing block, try going back to the crouching block after the standing block. By doing so, you'll be able to block the incoming low special that can come after an overhead attack. Yes, so this, just a couple of things I want to add to this. So generally, highs hit slower than lows. Generally, almost in all cases, when someone's doing pressure to you. Now, the thing about this is it's about timing. So you need to know what your opponent has to hit you with, and you got to make a choice of like how are you going to block these sequences of attacks, right? Of course, also if the high and the low hit at the same time, like let's say like Amelia style thing where she can like make her 2S and her Bad Moon hit on the same frame, like there's not much you could do besides guess. But in other things like this, very simple example, you can block both. Now another thing on top of that is that you know, you're going from blocking low to switching high and then going back to low, right? So if you kind of have a read on your opponent, or if they have a read on you that you're like using this to get through like your offense, like block out the offense, then all your opponent has to do, or all you have to do to your opponent, is slightly change your timing a little bit to target when you think they're going to do it. I actually think like this is like one of the really fun things in fighting games. It's like messing with people's timings and things like that. If you want to see a really good example of this, like honestly, Sonic Fox is super fucking good at this shit, honestly, with many characters. Like I play a lot of mix-up characters in different games too, and with Milia, it's a really important thing to like change your mix-up timing so that people can't block her mix-ups. But if you watch Sonic in any game, they're fucking amazing at this. Like they're really good at doing stuff that like is technically bad, but because like bad is the wrong word, like that's technically unsafe or risky, but because they have a read on how people are defending or like the timing that the opponent is defending stuff, that it hits them, and then the person who's defending is like, oh well, now what, like none of my stuff's working, and then like it just snowballs from there. So this thing is like a really interesting part of the game. Being able to identify when people are doing this and hitting it will help you out a lot if you're like intermediate level and trying to push a little bit further. Fuzzy jump, okay. So if you watch any of my videos, you hear me talk about this thing a lot, the fuzzy jump, right? So what's the game gonna say before I say anything? Defend against the mix-up between a low attack and throw after blocking an attack. You can defend the two options by continuing to block for a short moment after blocking the first attack before jumping. They said this really weird. You can defend against the two options, the low or the jump, by continuing to block for a little moment after block. I see the way. Okay. I'm really glad this game teaches you this. There might not be a video on YouTube on just fuzzy jump besides like one I made a few years ago, probably, right? So one thing I will say in this game though is that you have to do it really fast compared to other games, I feel like. Okay. Can I show my inputs? Okay. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show my inputs during this too. I'm gonna actually restart the mission, so you guys can see the input. So you see this here? There you go. Okay. So if you do this properly, you should be able to defend both. A little slow. Okay. Couple more. This is a really good trainer too. And that's what it is. If you watch me play, both watch me play or listen to me to do commentary, you'll hear me mention, oh, they fuzzied this, they fuzzied like it's like shorthand fighting games, right? But this is exactly what a fuzzy jump is. If you can do it well, it will really harden your defense, and the opponent will, as we mentioned before, have to call out your timing somehow to make you stop doing it. A really important thing about this too is that you have to, and they didn't do this. They actually could make this a 6-star mission, like a true hell mission, where they have the Leo do 2K 2D, 2K throw, and then 2K delay 2K a little bit. You need to train yourself if you're gonna learn how to do this. You need to train yourself to go back to down back. Don't just go up, because then you're gonna get hit by lows. You have to go like down back, then up back, then down back. 1, 7, 1, like that. I still don't understand what fuzzying is. Is it just mashing between up and down block? Okay, I'll try to give you the best way I can describe this in a short sentence is the defensive technique of that we call fuzzy option selects, fuzzy defense, is blocking plus X option, like whatever, like jump or guard, high and low, whatever, backdash, whatever, to deal with a set of the opponent's offense. That's what that is. So if your opponent has like an overhead and a low, like a slowish overhead and a low, you can use the option select block, the fuzzy block. I don't like saying fuzzy block though, or fuzzy guard. I like saying option select guard, to block the high and the low. If you're playing against, say, a grappler and you don't know when they're going to command grab, one of the things you can do is use fuzzy jump to both block and jump. Like, if they do the command grab, you jump. If they don't, you block. Unless they call you out, because they could call you out in your time, right? And there's no way to put it, other way to put it. This is an advanced fighting game technique. This is an advanced fighting game technique. Some of you intermediate-ish level players, you are probably already kind of fuzzing stuff without knowing what it's called and things like that. So like when you do like delay button presses or like delay jumps out of pressure because you're like, oh shit, he's not doing anything, okay, something like that. Learning this will really help you out. Another really nice thing about this game is unlike Dragon Ball, not only because Dragon Ball you can use fuzzy defense, but you can't like passively get the opponent off you. So between using faultless defense, instant block, if you know where to do it, by the way, if you know where to do it, fuzzy jump, right? Challenging with buttons, and then like using option select guards to like get through stuff, your defense will get like pretty strong actually. Like someone will have to like really know what you're doing and then like just straight up call you out on it, which creates interaction between the two players. It's actually pretty fun. And would you look at this? The next mission is punishing fuzzy. Wow, it's like I made this tutorial. What do you mean? Crush your opponent's fuzzy jump, crouching block to jump attempt with a delayed attack. By delaying your sweep from close S, you can land your attack right when your opponent switches to standing block. Okay. See? So what I'm doing is just slightly delaying it. I don't have to do it just like that. I can do it like this too. Just kidding. I mean, I literally do this when it matches, but there you go. It's also a reason why. For example, for Melee players, this one, right? I get the question from other Melee players like, man, how do you get some people to respect you? Like sometimes you do like 4 close slashes, that's just -2. Like, what are they so scared of? What are they scared of? Melee has an instant overhead and 2S, right? So they don't know whether or not I'm gonna go for the 2S or the instant overhead. It's also -2, so I can sneak in a throw. I can sneak in special moves like roll and stuff. So they don't know whether they should be like trying to option select block, like try to block the bad moon and 2S at the same time. They don't know if they should try to fuzzy jump to get out of it because then the 2S is gonna hit them. Or if I do like close slash dash close slash and they do fuzzy jump, then if they block the close slash in the air, now all of a sudden I'm like plus God knows how much, and I get a 50-50 right away. Like, that's what my opponent is scared of. Like, they just don't know what I'm gonna do, and I can do so much stuff, and I vary like the things that I'm looking for. You know what I mean? The game follows up, as you can tell from the offensive and defensive strategies revolving around the various fuzzies. No defensive strategy is perfect, right? As a situation during a match, and choose the appropriate defensive strategy during the match. The nice thing about fuzzies is that the fuzzy defense is that you can deal with multiple offensive options at the same time. You can't deal with all of them, but you could deal with multiple of them. Throw class. Oh my god, throw attack. Let's go. The opponent will attempt a throw after a jump attack. Time your throw with the opponents to make a throw clash occur. Oh, I'm. Let's go. How did I miss that? Okay. So, the window for tech and throws is bigger than basically any other Guilty Gear, but you do have a committal throw. You do have a committal throw animation if you choose to use throw. I believe on tech you're even. If you commit to like using like, if you commit to using throw, you can be like shimmy. Like people can like straight up shimmy like SF5. They could dash neutral jump. Things like that. Combos for finishing off your opponent. So this is a classic GG thing. The OTG. The OTG to kill. But you can't do it like old Guilty Gear where some characters can do like kick, like they can mash one button and do like 5 or 6 times to kill. Shouldn't I just do a super to do this? I might do. I thought this was gonna be about OTGs, by the way. Yeah, I actually thought this was gonna be about OTGs, but when your opponent is like just about to die, I really recommend you hit them OTG. So OTG stands for off the ground. So you can hit opponents that are on the ground in this game, but you can't like mash stuff, right? It's the only thing, you can't mash on it. So characters like, for example, Soul, I think Soul's OTG to kill is 6H. So that would be like, you do a combo, the opponent's not dead, but they're knocked down, so you do 6H to do the little bit extra damage. Or Milia has a couple, I generally use 2S. 2S is not the best one, but it's like fast. That's the main reason that it's fast. That's the main reason. There's also some situations when you do the off the ground hit where the opponent can't get out at all. So one of them would be, let's say you throw. So remember that throw is, you can't burst throws, right? So if the throw doesn't kill, but they still have like a pixel left. Oh fuck, okay, whatever. If the throw doesn't kill, but they still have a pixel left, the last attack that you do, they can't do anything about it. You could just kill them. Countering invincible reversals. There's a lot of things we could talk about for this. I want to see what the game says before I add my own thoughts. By the way, I thought there were only 8 missions, but I guess there were 16 I had to do. Anyway, the opponent will perform a reversal invulnerable move after recovering from a knockdown. Use the backdash to avoid attack and punish them. They will be able to roll the cancel if he blocks the attack, and the situation will be reversed. Okay. So I don't know what else they're gonna say. Oh, they did the one that's plus on whiff. I missed it? Oh, I didn't do, okay. There you go. Pain. Okay, let me do it again. Pro gamer, by the way. I have to back that too. It's plus I whiff. As I mentioned before, this is like, they could just nerf this and I would be happy. I'm actually kind of cool with Soul mostly, but his SVP on whiff is OD. Okay, anyway, So I want to see what the game says. Although invulnerable moves that do not require attention gains can counter most incoming attacks, the user will still be vulnerable to throws. Depending on the opponent's attention gains and position, you can block, evade, or perform a throw to punish their invulnerable move attack. Okay, so the game told you that you can throw DPs. It's like maybe the only game that I played where you could do that, and I think it's really necessary. By the way, whoever made that decision on the Arxis staff, your brain is huge for that. By the way, because this game might be a little cursed if you couldn't do that, because the knockdown is overall weaker than previous games. Now, a thing that I will recommend, especially for a million players, but basically just everybody, is that when you're making your plan against each character, keep in mind that like everyone's reversals are different and they'll interact with you in different ways. So the place that I would start would be how fast the reversal is. So what do I mean? Kai's DPs are actually slower than other characters, like quite a bit slower. Soul's the DP they did here, the S Volcanic Viper, it's very fast. It's basically in the fastest group of invincible reversals, and he shares that speed with characters like Leo and Chip. So be prepared for this. Definitely go into training mode and explore your options on your different knockdowns against these moves, because if you can discourage them from doing it, it will really help. If you can't discourage your opponent from doing it, they'll start doing honestly some wild shit. Like they'll start doing wake up grab, wake up buttons, wake up jump, etc. But if you can counter their DP and cover the other options at the same time off stuff, they'll start like chilling out a little bit. Oh, that's the last one. I am a master. Okay, any questions, guys?